Next year will be absolutely insane for heavy metal. No, seriously, I am literally recording this video just to say how excited I am about traditional heavy metal in 2024. I mean, it all will start with the new Saxon album, and we know how consistent Saxon are. I mean, honestly, with all due respect to all the bands in this traditional heavy metal genre, but I've always considered Saxon to be, being one of the most consistent new wave of British heavy metal bands ever, and possibly one of the most influential ones, in addition to Iron Maiden, of course, and a couple of other new wave British heavy metal bands as well. So their new album is going to be absolutely insane, and the whole fact that the boys now have Brian Tedler with him, in the team, with them in the team, oh my god, it is absolutely incredible. I had a pleasure of welcoming both Brian and Biff Byford on the show on the main channel. When was that? Several months ago, right? This year, and those are the legends. Those are the guys who pretty much, forged the genre and forged heavy metal as we know it today. It's seeing them collaborate on an album in the 21st century is freaking awesome. So I'm really looking forward to hearing this. And the first single, I think, was pretty strong. I think it really showcased what those guys can do together. So I'm really excited for it. So I hope to invite the boys on the show once again to speak about 2024, what it will bring, and and what the album may sound like. I have to open a little secret for you. I'll have it a little bit earlier, most likely as usual, and have the review ready for you in no time. Nah, just kidding. Most likely a couple of weeks before the release of the album, right? But then, that's not it, right? I mean, then of course, first of all, we have Bruce Dickinson with his solo album, after the Mandrake Project, which will be released on the 1st of March in 2024. And I personally think that the first single was amazing, music-wise. As I said, I'm still not a fan of the video for a couple of reasons, and you can check out those reasons on the main channel. There's a long review of Afterglow of Ragnarok and the and the video and everything I think about it. So check it out at the Metal Pilgrim channel. But I'm really excited about the music and about the whole story. I still haven't heard Afterglow of Ragnarok on vinyl. I am still bound to enjoy it only digitally, but the vinyl record is somewhere close by. It's already somewhere in Poland or something like that, so it should make it to Ukraine very, very soon. So I'm really excited for it. And I'm sure that, the whole fact that he's been working together with Roy Z on this record for so freaking long, I'm sure it will be extraordinary. I'm really, really sure that it's not going to be just regular, regular Bruce solo stuff. Because, what's the point of releasing the same thing you did before, just 18 years later? I'm sure Bruce would not go for it. So I'm excited for it, right? As I always say, just one single is not really indicative of the record as a whole. Never is, like for most of the bands. So I'm excited to see what Bruce has in stock for us, and I'm sure it's going to be amazing. Hope to have the review for it, of course, a little bit earlier as well, and invite Bruce on the main channel. But then on the 8th of March, we have nobody else but the legendary Judas Priest returning with a new album, and in all honesty, this is the one I'm most excited about. Of course, I absolutely loved both of the singles they've released so far. Panic Attack was incredible. Trial by Fire was a little bit more reflective, but still very, very strong. And I really, learned to appreciate both of them. And I already know the song which they teased in the latest video. I know which song it will be, and I even know approximately when it will come out. And I'm sure it will blow our minds, honestly. So this is the record I'm, of course, possibly the most excited about, just because, it's Judas Priest, of course, right? I love Bruce, but I I've always been more of a fan of Iron Maiden than Bruce's solo career. Although I love Bruce's solo career, right? Saxon is a great band. I love them. It's not about comparison. I'm just saying that 2024 will be so freaking incredible for heavy metal that I hope for one thing. No, I hope for two things. Number one thing is that thousands of Ukrainians who held their tickets for the first ever Iron Maiden show in Kyiv, Ukraine, and for our Judas Priest show in Kyiv, Ukraine in May of 2022, and who were unfortunately not able to witness those concerts, of course, because of Russian invasion of Ukraine, will be able to do that next year, and I'll be among them, of course. And number two is that the success of these classic heavy metal bands will inspire new bands to not be afraid to play the music they like and not really try to fit the modern tendencies of metal only, because it is very important to stay true to yourself. I feel like this is what listeners always love and appreciate. I love when I hear a band, no matter in which genre or subgenre of heavy metal, but I hear a band that is truly, that you can feel that they are playing something that they themselves love. So I truly hope that 2024 will mean, more new bands on the landscape of heavy metal. That's it, guys. Today was a day full of rocket attacks all over Ukraine. We had 4, I think, air raid sirens, or even more. I stopped counting. Basically, we spent 80% of our day in a shelter. It was one of the hardest days since the beginning of this winter so far. It was very loud. Had to run a couple of times. So now, when there is a break, hopefully, for some long time, I'm off to a grocery store. I'm gonna get some beer. Haha. We'll prevail. Slava Ukraine.